Hi, I'm Phil. Really don't know how to open this video. This is my first. I like music. Simply put, I figured it'd be fun to start reviewing albums and simple YouTube videos, just voicing my opinion to the general public. I don't really think I can say much else without dragging on, which I don't want to do. So, without explaining anything about myself or what music I like, you'll find out what stuff I like and what I'm like throughout the course of all these videos. So there's no need for me explaining, really. It's just a waste of time. So, without further interruption, I'm going to get straight to explaining, or rather reviewing, my first album. The album I'll be reviewing today is If Not Now When by the band Incubus. Album or picture up in that corner right there. This is a very interesting album. Incubus is one of my favorite bands. I love Incubus. I have a burning passion for Incubus. They're easily in my top 5. I mean, maybe probably top 3. And diehard Incubus fans know that each album is different. I mean, you have the funk rock and the metal of Fungus Among Us and Science, and then you have the alternative rock kind of, I hate to say this, but new metal roots. I wish I had a better term, but I don't. But it's very original new metal of Make Yourself and Morning View, and then you have the more modern rock and stylistic styles of A Crow After the Murder and Light Grenades. Now, Incubus has been a band for many, many years. I mean, these guys started when Brandon Boyd and Jose Pasillas and Mike Einzinger were 15 or 16 or something. And you have to understand, as a band, they can get tired of making music and can easily just switch to any genre of music they want, and they can just make it because they're a band. They can do what they want. And a lot of people don't respect that, and they want the same thing out of a band every album. If you look through comments of any Incubus song on video on YouTube, you'll see, oh, this song sucks, it wasn't like Incubus changed and they suck now and they're not good, and this is so much crappier than the music they used to make. The Science is the best album ever, or Morning View is the best album ever, or Light Grenades is the best. It's just, people don't understand that bands change, and it's hard for them not to change, and they want to change, and they don't want to make the same sound every record. That would get boring. So with this album, I definitely expected something different. Incubus is a fantastic band. I'll say it that many times. I will say this whole video, and that will be all the review. I love Incubus. They're a great band, and you can expect something new every album. And with this album, I didn't really know what to expect. So I did some research on the album, If Not Now When. 4 months prior to it coming out. And Brandon Boyd said in an interview, it would be a different album. It would sound different. And I was like, okay, yeah, I expected that. But I didn't know in the sense of different, how different it would be. Different as in, oh yeah, it's going to be different. All the other records are different. Or it's going to be completely different in every way. Or lyrically or emotionally different. And it was very different. So, the album itself has a very mellow, relaxed, and sad sound. Most of it is sad, I would say that. Or, it's a giant love song. The album is Brandon Boyd said in an interview, the album is a giant love letter to the world. And I don't think he could have explained that any better. It really is. And I don't mean that in a bad, snarky, mean way. But it's really good. I like the album. And there's some great tracks on it. But the whole time listening to the album, I couldn't help but think it's missing something. Every song is missing something. Most songs are missing something. And at the end of the album, I realized this, and it's lacking in emotion. It really is. It's a very dark, it's like just. I don't know how to explain it, but it's not pow and bleh in your face and like it's not something that you would get chills listening to. And for some reason that's important to me, and I want to feel the music. I want to get lost in the music. I want to drift off into fantasy, into whatever song was on the album, and I couldn't do that. But anyways, I wasn't greatly disappointed with the album. I thought the songs were very unique and interesting, and my favorite track on the album, I would say, is Isidore. It's a really good song. Isidore, Defiance, and Adolescence are my 3 favorite tracks from that album. There were some bad ones, and there were some good ones. It had its ups and downs, pros and cons. I can go on forever. But anyways, if I were to rate this album, I would give it a solid 6.5 out of 10. I really don't think I have anything else to say, which means this is the end of my first video. Hopefully I'll be back later this week or next week with another review of an album that will be coming out. Until next time.